What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a soul alignment and refinement. Full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus, which means we are in Scorpio season. Mm-mm-mm. Wrapping this up fairly quickly here. Yes, indeed. We'll be looking at the full moon energy along with what this means for each sign. Okay. Welcome, Christian. Welcome. Give you all a few to get the notifications for those that usually tune in over this way, but welcome for those of you that are new as well. In the meantime, let me pull up this mix right quick. What's everyone feeling in this moment? Let me know in the chat. What's the vibes for you thus far? Welcome, Selene. Welcome, Angelica. Welcome, you all. Gratitude for the alignment, Christian. Now, when it comes to astrology, we can look at it this way. Aries bursts the flame, Taurus roots it, Gemini carries the story, Cancer protects it, Leo radiates it, Virgo refines it, Libra balances it, Scorpio transforms it, Sagittarius expands it, Capricorn structures it, Aquarius revolutionizes it, and Pisces dissolves it back into the all. So that is the story of the 12 signs or disciples or disciplines, faculties of the mind. Welcome to Nara Red. Welcome. And right now, well, this was earlier, this rising. 3 lions, beautiful lions, are on the screen right now. So a Leo could be of significance, or this may have something to do with your purpose, Father, awareness in matters of this full moon in Taurus that once again occurred this rising. Okay. Welcome, Mrs. Kincaid. Welcome, loves. Welcome, I am 333. Welcome, Maria. Welcome, love. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. So with this full moon, 8:31 Eastern Standard Time this rising. Gratitude for the gifts, beloveds. Gratitude, infinite gratitude. The full moon at 13 degrees Taurus, opposite the sun, 13 degrees, 23 minutes Scorpio. This is the axis of resources and embodiment, which expresses the nature of Taurus, versus detox, power, and truth telling, characteristics of Scorpio. What this full moon is asking the collective to do is the following: stabilize what is real in your body, budget, craft, and devotion while shedding control games, shame loops, and energetic debts. Stabilize what is real in your body and devotion while shedding control games, shame loops, and energetic debts. Gratitude for that beautiful butterfly. Now, what shame blocks, it blocks your sacral, which speaks of creativity, sexuality, sensuality, the space of nurturance or being nurtured, as well as your solar plexus of self expression and willpower. So, this is the moment from now and the next 6 months to stabilize what is real in your body. And we'll get further into other planetary functions and aspects that's going to be assisting you to make these types of adjustments. All right. Right now, when it comes to grounding your nervous system, collective, this is non negotiable. At least it should be non negotiable. We have Jupiter in Cancer that's in harmony or trine with Saturn and Neptune that are both in the sign of Pisces, opposing Pluto, which is the planet of regeneration, removing anything that is blocking one from tapping into the depths of their psychological sensitivities that prevents one from evolving. And this is opposing Pluto at 1 degrees. 1 degrees is an Aries degree that says I am of Aquarius. Pluto 1 degrees of Aquarius. So basically, when you have this energy of Jupiter in Cancer in a trine to Saturn in Pisces and trine Neptune in Pisces, opposing Pluto in Aquarius, the signature of this energy is connected to a benevolent structure for dreams, spiritual growth that can be systematized, excuse me. This also brings up a guard against overcomfort and sentimentality that stalls the future. because Pluto in Aquarius is asking for the collective to evolve. Not even so much asking, that's being quite kind. It is a demand. With Saturn in Pisces in the conjunction to Neptune, gratitude for the night star, my love. This is the signature of crystallizing the mystical, where your dreams require a container. The container is you, embodying more of what it is that you choose and desire to be devoted to, replacing that devotion, replacing escapism with that devotion, because the collective has been used to a high level of escapism that may have blindly come across as devotion, as there was also a high influence of proving oneself to be who they think they are. Now the collective is being asked to, well, demanded to no longer prove oneself to self, even, let alone another, and to really tap into what it is that allows you to live a life that is effortless. Now, even in stating that, the end, what I'm picking up here is for some, because this may be the first time that you're coming across this type of information, or um, there is a refining process that you are experiencing, an awakening, okay? That there's nothing right or wrong about living a life that is effortless. It's more so what it is, but it has been more of a story of what is not for the collective. And that's what is being demanded in terms of the change. Okay. Right now, we do have Mars that's in Sagittarius at 0 degrees, fresh out the gate, opposing Uranus in Gemini. Basically, what that energy is, it brings forth flash impulses, sudden moves, certain surprises when it comes to travel and tech. And this is another part of this in terms of where people feel as though, oh, astrology or this, that, or whatever is, it's not something one can trust or believe in. You can trust in it, believe in it. It can get a little shaky if you don't know it. Because once you know it, there's nothing to believe. You just know what you know. And look at all the things that one is seeing of what's going on currently in current news or current situations of the world. People are having issues with travel or experiencing surprises with travel. There's no coincidence to any of this. The way it plays out, as far as the what grows from that seed or this type of energy may play out differently for each and every one of us. Okay. With Mars also in Sagittarius and the trine to Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and sextile Pluto, this is basically just saying that your actions are blissed when it carries meaning, discipline, faith, and tangible legacy aim. This is an energy of aim, train, publish, launch. So any action that you take moving forward, as long as there is value based on what it is that you truly desire to be devoted to, the dream before the dream, or the reality that one is desiring to experience before one was told of which reality would be best or considered success. Connect to the version of who you are before all of that was programmed into you. Of course, you may have to sit for a bit, and reflect in regards to, okay, what could that actually be? That's the importance of stillness. Gratitude for the roses, my love. That's the importance of stillness. Because it's through the stillness that you'll have a revelation. You can't have a revelation until you're still. Okay. Some of you may have, if you are tuned in with me already, you may have seen the post from earlier in regards to the difference between pausing and procrastination. When you are in a state of a pause, this brings peace, clarity, and alignment. When you are waiting and thinking that you're at a pause, but you're more so procrastinating, this is where brain fog, frustration, and self doubt kicks in. So, if any of you have that question in regards to, how does one know when one is at a pause or procrastinating? Pause brings you peace and clarity, procrastination brings forth frustration and doubt. And to get a clearer understanding of that stillness, you could ask yourself, is my stillness producing a cleaner next step? If not, move. Roll away one small stone, such as opening a document, sending a message. Breathe that first breath of action, basically, because it's the movement that's going to activate your momentum to unlock that level of grace as you move forward as well. When you are present, clear, take action, and flow, this is where you experience the sacred rhythm that replaces delays. And if those of you are connected to Bible verses, the great verse that expresses this is James 1, verse 22. But prove yourself doers of the word, actively and continually obeying God's precepts, and not merely listeners, deluding yourselves. Every step you take in Faith Collective is a declaration that the assignment matters. So act, align, move, and just flow. This is an important time of nourishment, hydration, building containers, or being an expression of embodiment, of making money moves that feel safe in your body. So, in order for a money move to feel safe in your body, the first thing that you have to be clear about with yourself is that whatever move you make should not be someone else's opinion about the moves that you make. It should solely be on the facts of what it is and why you're making the moves you're making. Because, first and foremost, it feels safe in your body. If you don't feel safe with something that's supposed to feel safe within your body, as far as a money move or being in the embodiment of, the true version of yourself, you're going to have to be, once again, still enough to reflect on what it is that's going on around you that has you feeling as though, you know, your desire is not safe. What type of programming are you still connected to that puts you more of in a state of believing rather than knowing your true self? Those are two different things. We're in the age of knowing, age of Aquarius. We've been there since the 1800s, early 1900s. Okay, maybe even sooner than that. So, this is also a moment for some of you here to work on things that you may have been wanting, desiring to publish, an idea or proposal that you may have been desiring to pitch. If this has to do with travel, teaching, go for it. Just stabilize the nervous system first so that inspiration doesn't scatter. That's the key thing here. It's another key factor here with this energy for the next 6 months. Stabilize the nervous system so your inspiration doesn't scatter. Notice that when you are inspired to do something and you're unable to lock into that inspiration, it's because your nervous system hasn't fully calibrated that level of inspiration or that idea fully. It's as if you're pouring water into a cup that has a hole in it and wondering why, you know, you're losing liquid or some of that water when you expected it to be full as it should be if that container was perfectly sealed. You know, some of you may want to look into making a vow with your body by choosing a rhythmic practice such as lifting weights, some type of exercise drills, or slow yoga. Choose a rhythmic practice you can repeat through the waning moon in Taurus, through the waning moon, not necessarily in Taurus, but through the waning moon, which is this is basically up until um, the new moon. Because Taurus, one thing about the energy of Taurus is that it loves cadence. Another thing you could do is upgrade one item you touch daily, whether this is your altar cloth, your work desk, athletic gears, so it's both gorgeous and durable, because you know Taurus is ruled by Venus. Okay. Anything you do as far as exercise, this is also an important time to make sure that you are warming up. Don't just, go out there doing strenuous things without a proper warm up. We're going from the macro to the micro through this here energy. So back again to the top of this theme here for the full moon in Taurus, meaning that it's opposite or in an opposition to the sun. That is in Scorpio. Anytime you have the full moon, wherever the moon is, the sun is its opposite. So let's say if it was a full moon in Libra, it's because we are in Aries season. So this lunation illuminates the tension between what we possess, Taurus, and what possesses us, Scorpio. Collectively, you're being asked to redefine worth beyond money and beyond status. Redefine that worth more towards an energetic currency rooted in nourishment, authenticity, and sustainable creation. This is something that I'm being guided to mention here as well. For some of you who are business owners, and this is the time for you to raise your prices. When someone tells you, oh, this is just about the money for you, tell them abso-fucking-lutely, because it is about the currency. Everything, all of it is about the currency. Money is just a form of that currency. See, one must have a better relationship with what money and currency is, so that way there is a increase of its flow. So during this next 6 months, there will be revelations in regards to economic systems, food industries, environmental ethics, and relationship economies that reach visible climax points. So, secrets around shared resources, power abuse, or environmental cause may surface. As you can see, none of this is a coincidence. What people are seeing in the news. This is certainly the timeline where the collective must get comfortable in governing themselves, but that's for another topic. There be a pure seculation as well when it comes to institutions of faith, healthcare, and mental wellness undergoing synthesis as they will be an integration of spirituality. This is also another point in terms of it's time for y'all to step up. You can't be afraid or feel uncomfortable about what it is that you know within your DNA, within yourselves, that you came here in this specific timeline to make certain adjustments and or move a certain way. Just be mindful of, people around going through a state of disillusionment, mass confusion, or escapism through fantasy and addiction. The medicine right now, or the alchemical structure right now for the collective to embody, is spirituality, rituals of water, collective compassion, and creative responsibility. This is also the calling of remembrance that faith without form dissolves, while form without faith decays. This lunation crowns a cycle of remembering what is real. With the moon in Taurus meeting the sun in Scorpio to expose where power, possessions, and pleasure have lost their sacred rhythm. The body, the land, and the truth itself call for restoration. Words right now carry lightning. Technology mirrors consciousness, and the truth cannot be silenced. How many of you are noticing that more and more and more? That every time you touch your phone or any form of technology, it's mirroring where you are at consciously. When you shift, it also shifts daily. Ashe. There may be structures of faith, finance, and relationships that tremble, not to punish, but to be purified. Because the collective right now is going through a process of remembrance when it comes to the balance between discipline and dream, between spiritual vision and practical care. You're being asked to slow down enough to feel the pulse beneath your feet, to let empathy and craft become your currencies. Your liberation now wears the face of responsibility, where beauty must have integrity and pleasure must have purpose, while freedom also has form. Build what nourishes, speak what heals, and live what is true. Now, with the theme of this full moon having to do with grounding what nourishes and release what controls, once again, it exposes what we hold on to for security and what drains our vitality. This is the moment for the next 6 months to make it a habit, to honor the body, clarify your values, and align anything that you create or creation with truth. Truth is absolute. Okay. Gratitude for the gifts, beloved. Welcome. Create love. Let me breathe. Frank. Kiko, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So let's start with Aries. It's Taurus full moon, Aries sun, moon, or rising. If you're listening in for your sun sign, this would have to do with your purpose, your awareness, also information about your father. Your mother has to do with your roots, ancestors. Okay. And your rising sign speaks to the character or the avatar that you're utilizing to play in this game of life. So, Aries, with this Taurus full moon, and the theme is to ground what nourishes and release what controls. Aries, rebuild stability through consistency, not impulse. Your fire right now, Aries, requires an anchor. So be sure to pause before reacting so that way you can respond, and choose what truly supports long term growth. And remember that when it comes to a pause, there's clarity, there's refinement. Procrastination brings brain fog, self doubt, frustration. That's how you be able to tell the difference if you are pausing before responding. For you, Aries, Chiron in your sign, it's opposing Venus that is currently in Libra, which is assisting you of healing self worth wounds through relationships. The Mars trine Jupiter Saturn is assisting you with discipline actions that yields recognition. So let me grab additional messages here for you. We're going to go into the messages here for each sign. Let's see what we got here for Aries. Oh, wow. Nine of Coins. Venus and Virgo. It's a card of independence with judgment. I just heard something about work here for some of you. This could be a business relationship that is playing a significant role in getting you to understand with clarity more about who you are. The I am that I am. Aries says I am. Libra says I balance. So remember, before you take on or respond to an action that you are desiring to take, make sure that you center yourself and that your nervous system is calm, so that way you can be in tune with what it is that's inspiring you to move a certain way, to make those adjustments or make that decision or choice or movement, so that way you're not feeling scattered here. Okay, but there is a decision that you've been prolonging here, it seems, Aries, with the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is Virgo energy. So Virgo does have to do with the sixth house of work and nervous system. Pay attention to the signs that you are receiving from your nervous system when you are involved in certain situations, especially if you know it no longer serves you. Because from what it seems here, Aries, as you are your major arcana within the tarot is the Emperor. So this is about you. 808 could also be significant. This is about you stepping into your authority. You, something that may make you uncomfortable is the fact that you may have someone that you consider a boss or a manager. You know way more than what they know, and they're in a position that you possibly don't even desire to be, and you're just doing what you have to do just to get things done, to get to where you desire to truly be. You're doing what you want or have to or need to do to get to where you desire to be. Okay. Ten of Cups. This could be a 15-year decision in the making right now here for you, Aries, of a higher level of commitment. You could have been in a relationship for at least 10 years as well, or you may have been in a significant relationship for 10 years that could still be affecting you metaphysically, and it's time for you to make adjustments to clear yourself out and through that energy, okay? Taurus, the spotlight is on you with the full moon, especially Taurus rising. This has to do with your identity, resources, and emotional grounding. Your essence right now, Taurus, is redefining value for the collective. So this is the moment for you to embody and release yourself from that scarcity mindset. And embody your true value. This full moon, it has to do with the self versus shared resources, is illuminated. So this is an important time for you to do what it is that sustains you. You may have been in an opposition with a sibling, one younger than you. 2010 is very significant. 2010, 810, August 10th, 2010. For you, Taurus, let's see what the message is here. What came out? The Two of Wands out of Crossroads. You're the keeper of a garden, per se. The architect of Eden, in a sense. But the garden must evolve, Taurus. Make sure that every gesture of care that you take becomes sacred economics. Basically, this is the moment for you to anchor your higher self through your hands. Make love visible through the tangible. You are the artist right now of the physical plane, Taurus. Be sure to shape it in harmony with the heart. You could be at a crossroads here, wondering which path to take with the Two of Wands, Mars and Aries. Choose the path that makes you uncomfortable, especially if there's something that you have to express. There's something here in regards to your money, Taurus, with this Five of Coins coming through here. This is the moment to end that cycle of sacrificing yourself for others, and it's decreasing your funds. It's also causing a decrease in your health. Show me what this is here. You've been carrying something for too long. Five of Wands, Saturn and Leo. It's time for you to come out from behind the scenes, Taurus. Who is this that they're listening to? What is this about? Someone who lacks emotional intelligence. They don't know when to stop, especially if it has to do with the conversation here, Taurus. Someone doesn't know when to stop, and you have to stop doing this back and forth with whomever this is, because it's having a greater effect on your finances and health and your focus more than you can imagine right now. And with the full moon in your sign, Taurus, it's very important for you to recognize that enough is enough. It's been enough. Okay. Gemini, this full moon calls you to quiet the noise so you can hear the true thought of the universe moving through you. It's not so much about the speed of the truth coming to you or the truth that you're receiving, is more so a resonance. And there are new frequencies within the universe right now that desire to write themselves through you, not by you, through you, Gemini. So this is a moment for you to surrender cleverness for clarity so that way your ideas can heal or will heal timelines. As the full moon, the next one is you during Sagittarius season. Greetings. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, we have the Hierophant for you. Taurus energy. Yeah, this full moon is very significant when it comes to dissolving words that are dissolving into breath and breath that is returning to silence, meaning quiet the noise so you can hear the true thought of the universe moving through you. The universe is literally moving through you right now. So isolation is going to be chef's kiss for you because this moon is sitting in your 12th house of self undoing. So for some Geminis, there may be a situation that you could be over expressing yourself with others, and you may find that you're not aligning with the solution that feels resonant to your nervous system, so much so that you are confident and courageous enough to take on that decision. Because this is the moment for you to truly, you know what I'm saying, really connect to the way the universe is moving through you. You have to get quiet and still for that. And Geminis are great communicators. You are ruled by the planet of communication, Mercury, of music, the messenger. Utilize this moment, okay, for the universe to move through you. The way you may even consciously or unconsciously move for others as far as a messenger. With this Hierophant here in regards to the silence as well, you may want to get more connected during this time with the universal laws. Yes, that's the strategy with the King of Swords coming out here. And Aquarius could be of significance, or Taurus here for you. Your card is okay. The hidden meaning is you at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Swords. Because it is a full moon in Taurus, Taurus also does have to do with material security as a result of emotional security that brings forth financial abundance and prosperity. Gemini, for you, the less you say, the better off you'll be. The less you say, the better off you'll be here. Yeah, Three of Wands. I'm hearing take your talents, your aspirations, your gifts, your skills elsewhere with this Three of Wands. What is this about? Page of Cups. You will be receiving great news as far as someone who can help you with some business endeavor here. The number 5 or 5 lucid moments, which I call days, could be of significance. You got the Queen of Pentacles. This could be an approval on a proposal that allows you to start your business. Self-made energy, self-made. You're going through a self-undoing right now anyway with this full moon in Taurus in your 12th house. Self-undoing of hidden enemies as well. Hidden parts of you within the subconscious as to why you were doing something over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Welcome, Golden Insight. Welcome, beloved. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles and the Magician. Also, Mercury, your energy here as well. 101. I'm telling you, Gemini almost called you Taurus. So Taurus could be of significance, but this full moon also is in Taurus. So Gemini, I highly suggest that you quiet the noise so that way you can hear the true thought of the universe moving through you, because it's literally moving you to generational wealth. You're about to manifest something huge here. It may start off small, but that small step, it seems as though it's going to bring forth a sudden awakening, or aka a tower moment, where something, you may feel as though it's something was destroyed, but it's more so a protection tactic of the universe moving through you to see something around you much clearer that was creating oppositions from you being able to manifest effortlessly. Part of that absence of the effortlessness to manifest is where there was an absence of you accepting or claiming that which it was you're summoning or manifesting into your life because of a certain conversation or dynamic you're involved in or have around you. Basically, an energy of something blocking your blessings and attempting to fix it or assist someone. 2020 on the time right now. Yeah, you got to see this clearer. Let me see what this is. The Knight of Swords. This could even be yourself getting out of your own way. Yeah, getting out of your own way to receive the downloads of the universe. Eight of Wands, Seven of Swords. That's self-deception, and this could have to do with you moving. It's time for you to move, Gemini. It's time for you to move across the water, specifically across the water. Cancer. The water within you is remembering, as you are the tide that cleanses the collective heart. Cancer. This lunation or full moon in Taurus is amplifying your capacity to nurture on a grander scale, yet demands that you remember you cannot pour from an empty vessel, Cancer. This is your moment to care for the caretaker. Also, the moment for you to rebuild your home frequency. What nourishes you becomes medicine for humanity. What you release from old family imprints liberates generations. And it also liberates those around you, Cancer. Let's see what this is speaking to more in depth. We have the Two of Wands showing up for you as well. And the Star. Sheesh. 217, Aquarius. Yeah, take care of you before you take care of others here. You were constantly literally pouring into others more than you have been pouring into yourself, Cancer. You were committed to that even. 2022 on the time, 822, 222. That's a 6. This has been debilitating your nervous system to an extent. You are the one that assists in cleansing the collective's heart. Okay. But now you have to re-up when it comes to your own vessel. Show me more about this. The Five of Coins. Yeah. Just get some rest, Cancer. Don't feel as though you're being lazy. Absolutely, with the Sun card. Get as much rest as possible, okay? To increase your vitality, it's going to be very important for you to get some rest here. You're probably not comfortable saying no. You better get used to it. This is an opportune time for you to hold back so that way you can care for yourself. And even divinely so, that in doing so, you'll be able to see who people truly are when you take care of yourself. So some of you may be going through, some of you Cancers may be going through a situation amongst family where they may be calling you selfish. But selfish, is nothing right or wrong about that. But the truth of it is, the word ish after any word means something like. But like also doesn't Like also reflects the energy of something not being in its true form as far as what it actually is, the self. So for you to be selfish, that means you're taking yourself away from others to fill back into your cup so you can get back to a version of yourself before you get back to the whole version of yourself, to be self-full and, take yourself away from the selfless version. Because when you um, refill your vessel, revitalize yourself, that doesn't mean one should place themselves into a position of being selfless, although that's a term that people feel as though, okay, this is the version of oneself that is able to be there for self and others, not necessarily, because that's worse than the selfish part, if anything. Just got to be mindful of the verbiage that's being stated. Okay. This is time for you to reunite with your mind, body, and soul. Cancer. Tower moment. Okay. We got a tower moment, a sudden revelation. Something gets pulled from beneath your feet to awaken you up. Two of Pentacles, something you may have been juggling, so you won't be able. There's a decision that you have yet to make that's being made for you by the universe. Eight of Wands, communication, fast, passionate communication. Let me see what this is. Something could be happening right before we step into Mercury retrograde in a couple days. We're in the shadow period of it. However, it could be this message as well in terms of the strategy. Simple as you cannot pour from an empty cup. Care for the caretaker. You are the caretaker. Now it's time for the care to happen for the caretaker. Okay? Yeah. Seven of coins. You've been carrying other people's situations and considering this to be um, value. There's not a thing of value if it's being drained. Okay. So be mindful of what it is that you are committed to here, Cancer. Make sure that's you first. Leo. To lead is to listen, Leo. That's main part of the message I'm picking up for you here right now. To lead is to listen. Leo, your creative flame now serves collective restoration. With this full moon in Taurus is stabilizing your vision. Radiate your light, shine, not to be seen, but to see others clearly. All right, Leo? Shine, not to be seen, but to see others clearly. Leo, Sun, Moon, Horizon, the solar heart of service, you are building a new model of leadership that thrives on sincerity and not spectacle. Because Leo, truthfully, when your heart is aligned with truth, you ignite evolution in every soul you touch. And that's part of the seeing others clearly, is the way another evolves in your presence. As the sun you are. Okay. Ooh, you got a card that flipped. Wow. The Six of Pentacles. If you notice that you are in situations or partnerships that doesn't feel as though the energy is being reciprocated because there's some level of performance that you are taking part in or doing entirely, which means that you are doing something to be seen. And as your message goes, it's more so about you seeing others clearly. Let's say there's information that you have that can assist people to heal. This is basically you not forcing that information onto them, but there's a way that you can converse or have a dialogue with that person where you ask them questions and you see them light up out of their darkness while also embracing the lessons or the shadow, integrating it into the version that is evolving. Okay, Leo? Yeah. The World card and the Four of Wands. So, hmm, stabilizing your vision when it comes to relationships, it seems, or the home, someone you live with, building a new model of leadership that thrives on sincerity. I'm seeing a situation of a masculine here, that the way that you love and care for women has to do with the trauma you saw your mother go through. So you may be a bit possessive in a sense to prevent something from happening. But that desire to prevent what you saw growing up or a significant maternal figure around you is causing you to move in a way that you are shining to be seen or wanting to prevent something so bad from not happening that you're actually calling in what you are preventing. So there's this call here, urgent call here for the Leo masculines, God's energy, okay? The men specifically, to stabilize your vision. Really reflect on the way that you love when it comes to a significant other. This other part of it here that's coming through, someone is about to have a daughter. A masculine is an energy of a masculine that is about to have a daughter or has a daughter that actually helps with that energy in terms of refining the way one loves women, getting a deeper understanding through that dynamic. Okay. Welcome, Wanda. Let me see what this is. Yeah, Four of Coins. That's Sun in Capricorn. So this would be okay. Not wanting to be the father that they never had in a sense. And for the goddesses, this energy would be not bringing forth that energy of the absence of a father figure or some sort of lack of that type of structure from a father figure into relationships with a significant other or your children or authority figures on both sides. Okay. 44 is very significant here. 62144. 62144, 6344, 944, 944. Angels on the post to help you to close out a cycle, specifically this year and this 9 year. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of this spread here. The hidden meaning. Hidden meaning within 21 lucid moments or days, aka days. The restructuring of a new habit. And show me what this is. What's the heart of it? The star. Healing. Wow. To lead is to listen. That's another message that's coming through again. To lead is to listen. You got the Six of Pentacles showing up once again with the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So this has to do with the father figure. A certain structure that one is still connected to, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, that comes from a paternal figure, whether this is your father or your mother's father. Paternal figure. This could even be an uncle as well. Whoever this masculine energy is who Nigeria is of significance. Whoever this masculine energy is played a significant role when it comes to the way you connect to the energy of reciprocity. and the lack thereof, given more than one should to be seen or loved or adored or admired or seen. Okay. There's Two of Pentacles. Okay. In the Two of Pentacles, you have the figure that's standing in a tree pose position where you are juggling. You have ideas that are literally legacy frequencies. And there's something you're doing that's more short term, it's not long term at all. And this is what causing a shift in one's emotions. It's time for you to tune into your spiritual abilities legacy. This could have to do with your midheaven in your natal chart or 10th house. Also, a message here has to do with the way you allow yourself to receive, the energy of receptivity, being receptive and receiving, receptive to information, receiving information, same shit, but whatever. That was significant for somebody. So, trust that idea that you have. You know that this is going to allow you to make significant changes, not just for yourself, but for generations before and after you. So you certainly would be the curse breaker. You got the moon card showing up at the bottom of the spur. You got the moon and the world. Fourth house, 10th house. Yeah. What I'm saying, yeah, too, is that the fourth house has to do with the way you feel or the moon's energy, mother, ancestors, roots. And the world card has to do with Capricorn, 10th house, public recognition in the way that you're seen by others as a result of generational or situations that's been going on for generations. What is this about in the heart of it? Knight of Cups. This could have to do with hmm, the Knight of Cups is Pisces energy, but more so the Knight of Cups speaks of invitations, proposals, whether if it's a wedding or some type of function that you go to that you're being invited to, that has to do with legendary energies being in the mix of this. Legendary. And we on Leo right now, which is the main character energy. You're not used to being the main character energy. So there's something about this father energy that may have expressed themselves to you in a way that you could be pulling through this now, but there's some level of it still draining you. Possibly having to do with what up, Key? Welcome, my love. Welcome. Whatever this father energy is may have expressed themselves or moved in a certain way, that pissed you off. Yeah, it did. But now the moment has come to fully release that. And more so to the effect that what's testing to see if you released it is that there's someone that can possibly, or an energy around you that can trigger the way you would respond if you had the chance, or if you had the chance to express yourself to someone who really had an effect as to the way you allow yourself to receive when it comes to you being in the best version of yourself right now. That cycle was coming to a close. This is something that's been going on for lifetimes for you. This is a past life agreement contract that you came back to clear out. 618, that's takeoff, birthday. I actually had a dream with takeoff this rising when I rose up, went back to sleep for a little bit. He was saying that he was okay. He's like, I'm good where I'm at right now. So you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm straight. I'm straight. It's okay. So, yeah, wow, that came through for Leo. So someone could be a musician, producer of beats, or something having to do with music could be of significance here for you. I heard right about the pain. Yeah, Pisces also showing up here with the hangman. You've gone through these uncomfortable situations to get to 33, to be the master teacher, the master guide. Even in positions where you felt uncomfortable, you were actually being enlightened. It seems as though you've been aware of that the entire time. And that could have been part of the struggle too, as to the way you would express yourself to people who were moving a little funny and you just letting them know, yo, I see the purpose you have in my life and the role that you're playing, but chill the fuck out type of vibes. He be overdoing it. The fuck? Okay. Welcome, Liz. Christina, welcome y'all. Oh, we got Virgo. The healer's mirror. Virgo. Oh, the internet started acting a bit doozy just now. Virgo. Sacred geometry of service. All right, now here's your message, Virgo, with this full moon in Taurus. Now this could be quite a challenge because this is the way you're built. However, stop fixing and start embodying. Perfection for you, Virgo, is your presence. Your perfection is your presence, not your precision. The full moon opens your throat and your nervous system to express healing through authenticity. The hangman came out for you. Hmm. You are rewriting the code of purity, Virgo. It is no longer about control, but coherence. The earth is here to thank you, Virgo, for remembering to listen to her smallest signals. And you, Virgo, you are literally the energy of analyzing. Scorpio is psychoanalysis, Virgo is analyzation, the details. This is why they say the truth always resides within you. Gratitude for the roses in the heart, me, my love. The truth is always within you if you take the moment to listen to the smallest signals that are coming from your nervous system. If you are someone who decides or has been tuning into where the moon is as far as the sign that it's in, I don't give a fuck which system you use at all. But when the moon is in Virgo, for those 2.5 days, this is when you are able to receive precise information as to what to do next. After Virgo, you have Libra. So that moon in Virgo is going to give you direct instructions on how to balance, whether if it's a partnership within or without, the partnership between the divine masculine and feminine within you, or a significant relationship outside of you that is actually reflecting what you have going on within you. The moon in Virgo is going to give you the precise details through your nervous system, but you have to be still enough to tap into that level of resonance through coherence of the mind and the heart. Okay? And once you do that, you'll be able to receive that enlightenment that truth when it comes to what it is that you have to undo yourself from with this Pisces card that's showing up. Because 12th house energy or Pisces, it has to do with self-undoing. It also connects to hospitals, prisons, and things of that nature. Rehab, 844. Mm. Angels are on the post for your abundance and prosperity. Infinite, eternal prosperity. Don't fuck this up, Virgo. By wanting to fix something that it's time to really drop that shit for real. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Let me see what else comes through here. Hence, keeper, the relationship between the masculine and the feminine within reflecting the external. Yeah. It reflects until one becomes the mirror. When one becomes the mirror, this is observer mode, where you could be physically in the experience, but not embodying the experience. You know, gratitude for the love, Key. Shout out to you, love. You got the Hangman and the King of Pentacles. So, yeah, see, King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. You can call that type of energy the Kingpin vibes right there with the King of Pentacles. But this is about someone you about to be enlightened about someone that you've been just giving through attempting to fix the situation. You must be tired. You must be tired. Now, even if I'm going through each sign, know that you have all of these signs. Regardless of what your sun sign is, you have all of these signs within your vessel. Okay? Energetically speaking. What up, Prima? What up, Maida? What's good, Mama? Let's see. What's this? The High Priestess in reverse. What the fuck? Okay. So there's something here about a Virgo that doesn't want to accept what has been revealed, or you have revealed something to someone and they don't want to accept that you revealed something to someone and they don't want to accept it. Stop talking. Two of Cups in reverse. What about a relationship? What's going on here? This can even be a family member too. Seven of Cups. Somebody dreamt about this shit. Trust your dreams. This giving you the answers about the cycle that's about to close. It's gonna close regardless. Either you close it or the universe close it for you. By making some shit happen or having you see something that you didn't expect to see. The Devil card is here too. Capricorn vibes. It's time. That's what I'm getting from this Capricorn energy as it's ruled by Saturn. It's time for you to see this. What? See what? Show me this. Now I'm about to be nosy. Yep. See what? Why someone moved on? Oh. See why you made the best decision when it comes to moving on from something here. Going across the water. There could be a significant water sign that you normally go to or that normally comes to you. And because you embody the fixing instead of expressing it to them verbally, you embodied that fixing. You could have ceased communication. Missy, Four Cups in reverse. What? When the fuck is these cards coming out in reverse? Yeah. Moon in Cancer. This is a family member or a mother, precisely. Taurus, Pisces. Or there's something here about hidden money. Why was this money hidden? Five of Wands. Everybody was fighting for this. What y'all got going on, Virgo? The healer's mirror, 10 of Cups. I heard it's yours actually. The money is yours. The inheritance is yours. Whether this is spiritual, physical, this emotion, it's time for you to experience your emotional, yeah, Virgo. This is the moment for you to experience your emotional fulfillment. You've been giving your energy away too much to people, and it's preventing you from being the most authentic expressions of yourself. Because remember, your perfection right now, Virgo, is your presence, not your precision. This is a vibe of you getting paid to exist in a sense, too. Once you invest your energy into you more than you have when it came to others, for real. This is something you've been experiencing since you were a child. But you've been spiritually, cosmically, galactically protected this entire time. Part of that protection, too, is a paradox, fucked up relationships, just for you to see something clearly. It's as if a fucked up relationship leads to you having a conversation with another just so you can see where that other person that you used to trust actually stands when it comes to you. Source said ain't no way around it. Libra, the balancer of the worlds. Libra, you technically stand in the center of ancient scales, one side gold, the other silver. Love and truth weighing each other. This full moon redefines harmony, not peace through pleasing, but peace through integrity. Balance right now for you, Libra, is silence, not transparency. Say what is to be said, kindly and clearly. This is your sacred justice. And to restore fairness through honest beauty. You are the mirror through which others remember their worth. So it's time to step it up when it comes to the way you express your level of truth. It's coming through as a vibe of you may normally over explain yourself so people can understand you. Say what you have to say. Once if they don't get it, y'all just don't speak the language. Keep it moving. Because with you being the mirror as to which others see their truth, that means you have to move a certain way that they may not even be moving. You got the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups, both Pisces energies. Oh, so mm, you could be seeing the full picture of a hidden enemy. Enemy in the sense of the inner you, inner me, enemy. Where you are now closing this cycle out because you're no longer going through this battle or arguments with that part of yourself anymore. So now you can just move it to the side. See what I'm saying? That's the difference between a reflection and a mirror. As a reflection, you and this energy could possibly go back and forth. But as the mirror, you have them take a look at themselves. Because you've been there, done that, surpassed that. And now this steps you into a different reality or higher vibrational realm when it comes to the levels of invitations that you're receiving that really align with your emotional fulfillment. Queen of Wands at the bottom here. The hidden meaning behind all of this has to do with your purpose, being the life of the party, Libra, bringing balance to situations. especially as a Libra rising, people possibly can't stand as to the way as, when it comes to you being so diplomatic in situations. How they feel or think about you is none of your business, boo. Okay? Let's see. Oh, we got a reverse card. How they feel and think about you is none of your business. Page of Swords. Literally, Page of Swords is the card of someone watching or stalking or spying. And it came out in reverse. What they think, feel, or suggest to others about what you should be doing should not be mattering to you. You remain in your emotional intelligence. Your emotional intelligence is basically you recognizing where you have evolved to and who it is that you can continue to have conversations or discussions with, or no longer there. Having those type of conversations. Eight of Cups, that has to do with walking away from things that no longer serve you. Three of Wands, taking your talents and your gifts and skills elsewhere. Meeting in the middle here. When you take your value, your skill sets elsewhere, you'll be met halfway. Wow, someone who matches your frequency, because here you are showing up with the Queen of Swords, which is Libra. Literally, meeting halfway, balance scaled. The reflection, the reflection of Aries is Libra. So you knowing who you are and actually moving in that energy is going to bring a balance and a coherence of dynamics around you. The Queen of Swords again, because I have two decks mixed together here. And the Queen of Swords came out twice. One sword up, one sword down. Shit. Wow. Ten of Wands and the Nine of Swords. This is basically you moving further into a state of gratitude, which means you're moving away from those who were constantly in a state of regret. Because that's been weighing, no pun intended, Libra as a scales, that's been weighing heavily on you. Being around those who are constantly in a state of regret or unable to see what it is or what there is to be grateful for on a daily basis means that they're constantly in this complaining type of energy. And you are moving away from that. And as you do that, you unlock, ooh, you unlock a different bracket, because right after you is Scorpio. And with this full moon in Taurus, you're closing out a cycle when it comes to where you have been misdirecting your value and investing your value into things that don't truly align with your emotional intensity or depth, Scorpio. So now with this full moon, this culmination, this completion, you stepping away from those situations, it puts you at a different bracket financially. Big money for you, Libra. I mean, that's for all signs when it comes to, situations, partnerships that are not balanced when it comes to who you are. Scorpio, the Phoenix priestess vibes. Let's get into it. Scorpio, you're the sign whose pages or Akashic records or information that you receive and the lifestyles that you live, your pages burn and rewrite themselves, Scorpio. With this full moon opposing your sun, as the sun is in Scorpio, it is initiating a sacred death. This is not loss, it is alchemy. The records right now for you, Scorpio, are revealing serpentine light winding up your spine. Kundalini rebirth for you, Scorpio. You have learned, therefore remember enough through pain, Scorpio. Now transmute that through joy. The underworld within you opens gates of wisdom for the collective. The underworld within you, Scorpio, or whatever it is that you have in your eighth house, y'all. This part of you is where the underworld within opens gates of wisdom for the collective. Wisdom is the result of you going through the obstacles and challenges and having the application of that knowledge, which is an act of wisdom here for you. Okay. This is the time for you to assist others, Scorpio, how to regenerate without destruction. Because as a Scorpio and having a pure soul or pure waters, this is why you're susceptible to so many different types of energies, as demonic and angelic as they may come. That information you each can use when it comes to what is in your eighth house, which is the house of Scorpio. Let's see what comes out. Wow. You got the Seven of Swords, which is the card of deception and envy, and the Tower card, which has to do with the sudden change or a revelation, similar to the rug being pulled from beneath your feet. But this Seven of Swords is it's a message here about you moving much carefully now because you're aware of where you may have been deceiving yourself in the past, seeing something as a loss when it was actually a transmutation process. And you can all notice the way the energy shifts as we get to the bridge. One crosses or goes through a transformation into godhood, because the house of God, or when you step into your God and goddess mode, it starts at the ninth house of Sagittarius. From Sagittarius to Pisces, those are the energies of God when it comes to the elements. God of fire, Sag; God of earth, Capricorn; God of air, Aquarius; and God of water, Pisces. Which means y'all really are, wherever you have these placements, these are energies that you really can't play small with. So expect a great level of responsibility when it comes to these types of frequencies. From starting with Scorpio, because this is where you go through that rebirth cycle, which means there has to be a death process. The caterpillar to a butterfly, per se, from the womb into this earth. The moment you check yourself, Scorpio, basically, when it comes to where you may have been deceiving yourself, especially as it relates to a certain type of emotion you carry towards a memory when it comes to social groups or a group of friends, the moment you sit and reflect on the truth of what is, here comes the revelation, the Tower moment. What's the Tower? What is this revelation here for Scorpio? The Page of Cups with the Star card at the bottom of the deck. The first stages or the first page of your new book when it comes to the healed version of yourself. And also, I'm getting reconnection to your actual soul kindred spirits, people that you can truly connect with, because you've dealt with the opposite. You dealt with the opposite, handled it. Yeah, Ten of Cups. This could even be a new relationship that you're entering here, Scorpio. Page of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Who was this? The Two of Wands and the Devil. Let me see. There could be a cycle you close out with family, Scorpio, that allows you to see the truth of a relationship that really wasn't functioning properly because of the cords that were still connected emotionally to this situation that was going on within family. Basically, you're now making space for this particular partnership Because obviously that's not going to be for everybody. Because for some of you, this could be a reconciliation here. But this is a reconciliation of the truth of each embodying the essence of their souls. So this could be where they left off in a past life, understanding the lessons, having overcome the lessons, but it was a short-lived type of dynamic. But this time y'all met again, but the lessons still there had to be a refining of the lessons so that way when you do get back into this union, it can be fulfilled for the long term rather than short-lived in a sense. Removing that one rotten apple out the bunch, basically. Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. Wow. So this could even be, a situation of, yeah, brand new love if it's someone of the past where you're both brand new or someone brand new entirely. This is something you manifested. You may have been manifesting this energy or summoning this energy for the past 7 to 10 years to the point you forgot about it. To the point that you forgot about it. The energy, because we're not going to look at this from the perspective of an exact person, but more so from what it is that you desired in terms of sharing that level of emotion with another, to the point that there's a sharing of resources. To take it to an extreme level, what you allow to possess you in a sense. But this is a beautiful awakening where you have a reconnection to your mind. You're not allowing anyone else to, deter you from what it is that you truly know as to what life means to you. The hangman with what? The page of coins. For some of you, this could be a Pisces, or this is a culmination of a balanced energy of all the signs. Hmm. Take that how that resonated with you. Okay. A culmination of all the signs. There's a lot of power invested in this with the devil card at the bottom of the deck. This is can't keep the hands off one another type of energy here. Highly attractive to one another. Highly attracted to one another. Each one is highly attractive, is what I meant to say. With the King of Wands, things are going to move fairly quickly. Their soul could already be missing you here with the Five of Cups. Seven of Wands right behind that. This has been protected by both of your ancestors with the Page of Cups right behind that. Now is the time. I'm surprised that the Wheel of Fortune didn't pop up in here. The Magician showing up again though. And the Queen of Wands. Wow. Both of you match each other's fire. This is fire. Real shit. Let's see. Wow. I mean, justice. Let me clarify. What is this justice for? Justice for what when it comes to this? Gemini. We got Gemini. That's where Uranus is right now. Literally, this is justice in regards to Uranus and Gemini. A rewiring of one's thoughts and neural pathways. Because it feels as though you were experiencing a certain situation amongst family or a significant relationship that wasn't allowing you to perceive your own thoughts properly. And it's as if that has been flushed out, and the justice you receive from that is unconditional love. I love to see it. Pluto at the bottom of the deck. You showed your ability to transform and take a big leap forward for a rebirth. And then Aquarius, Pluto, and these are energies that are happening right now. Literally, Pluto in Aquarius and Uranus in Gemini. This is crazy. What we doing, Scorpio? This is Scorpio season. This full moon for the collective in general, as we are on Scorpio, is initiating the sacred Transformation. Tell me more about this sacred transformation. Let me go to our archetype because this just went there. So, see, the energy switches as we go through uh, the signs here. Let me see. 909. Wow. Completion. Night 18 is the moon. Something that was hidden is being revealed. What's the archetype? The storm. Mm. The storm with the medallion at the bottom of the deck. You've reached your goal. You've reached a goal. You've reached a goal. Let me see. You've reached a goal. Look at that. Possessing an energy much, okay, possessing an energy similar to the Taurus tarot card, which is what you literally got. The storm undoes all that is. Everything that was solid, known, and relied upon is stripped away by the winds of fate. See, this is precisely what we were just picking up on. The ground becomes the sky becomes the center, and then the center disappears. The storm is a great equalizer. No matter how far we've come on the path, no matter our age, wealth, or wisdom, we can't hide from its savage winds. Their disturbing howls stir anxiety and make it impossible to see and think straight. You must wait it out. This is an inevitable pause. This is basically going in depths of what a pause is, where you have no choice but to attain the clarity. You must wait it out. If you attempt to fight the storm, you will lose. A better option is to seek temporary shelter and a reliable companion or partner or supporter. When all else fails, go within. There for a moment you settle into the eye of the storm. That could have been the situation where you may have hit rock bottom physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and you've realized who you were courageous enough to ask for assistance and who you didn't, and who you asked that wasn't there to assist. The ones that weren't there to assist, it opened your inner eye and your inner knowing to the truth of your connection with them, where you were able to see the hidden reason or the subconscious reason as to why they may have not been able to assist. Okay. Because the storm's intention is to rebalance your equilibrium. It is a result of precarious conditions and not the cause of them. The storm lays bare the truth that there are forces larger than you. This understanding is a relief, but also a predicament of power that requires your surrender. So let it go. Letting that shit go, basically. Sagittarius, what is the planetary hour right now? The moon. The arrow of clarity for Sagittarius is where we at right now. The arrow right now for you, Sagittarius, you got the Ace of Cups and the Lovers that came out. The Akashic field for you, Sagittarius, is showing that your arrow is suspended mid-flight. Time slows. You are recalibrating aim. Purpose, Sagittarius, is shifting from conquest to collective truth. Mars and Mercury light your voice. Therefore, use it for vision and not vengeance. The Taurus moon grounds your philosophies into tangible plans. Don't preach the path, pave it. Your joy is the map others will follow home. Ah, shit. I receive it. Let me see. If these come out again, they were meant to come. Well, the lovers went to pop on out of there. Let's see what's up. The Sagittarius. We up next. I'm trying to stop playing with it. You got Seven of Cups, Venus and Scorpio. You could be having a Venus and a solar return. Venus going into Scorpio in a couple days, and the Nine of Cups. All or nothing. Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Wow. You're recalibrating your aim, Sagittarius, and it seems this has to do with where you are placing this unconditional love and this level of intensity of it. With this Venus in Scorpio, you can look at Venus in Scorpio, the underworld. First and foremost, Scorpio represents the genital area, the underworld, transformation, death, and rebirth. So it's on some, with Venus there, this is that level of orgasmic connection or experience, even if it's not something that's sexual. But the way you can verbalize this energy of Venus and Scorpio is more so a love so deep, even submarines will lose their way in its depths. Okay? A love so deep, pressure itself would bow in reverence. A love so deep that it makes the abyss blush. Okay? So with this Seven of Cups and Nine of Cups, something could be coming through as a surprise to you here. Sagittarius almost called you Virgo, and Virgo comes out with the Six of Swords and the Death card. You can't make this shit up. 913, that's 10 of Pentacles. Something catches you by surprise. The World card and the Hierophant. What in the proposal? With the Empress? Excuse me? The Temperance card? What in the Major Arcana? Sagittarius, what we got going on? Cause what is that? Excuse me. Hold on. Let me look at this clearly. Because what? Hmm. Venus and Jupiter. Wait a minute. There could be something that's love at first sight. This could be a person. This could be, especially Sagittarius. You can travel somewhere and decide, fuck it, I'm gonna just live here. It's that type of energy. That's what I mean by love at first sight. Things begin to move fairly quickly here because the universe is working on your behalf. The hidden meaning at the bottom of the deck, you got the World card, the Hierophant, which is of a higher level of commitment, the Empress, that if you're not looking to conceive, be careful, be mindful. With the Temperance, and then the Devil card, and then the Nine of Cups showing up twice with the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords to Judgment. Are you kidding me? Six of Swords. Judgment at the top of the deck. Eight of Wands. Yeah, Mercury and Sag, which is where it is now. So, wow. Show me this energy here regarding the Seven of Cups. What's the decision? What's the choice? What's the decision choice? Pisces. It embodies all of it. Integration, that because it goes towards the Jupiter and Pisces, which is an integration of lessons, releasing belief systems that no longer serve you, instantly recalibrates your nervous system, You make moves that are transformative as ever. Yeah, with Uranus at the bottom of the deck, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Yo, this is wild. Somebody could have told you some recently, oh, you're wild for that, Sagittarius or not. I mean, y'all all got Sagittarius. You got a ninth house. The moon in Pisces. The moon in Pisces could be significant. Excuse me. Oh, you make a bold move when it comes to what you have a capability of seeing and sensing, Sagittarius, especially you as a sign that is quite clear cognizant, especially with Uranus and Gemini, which is your reflection, Gemini. You're trusting more of what you already know is about to happen. So you're trusting your instincts, and that's gonna pay off greatly for you here in the next 6 months, Sagittarius. This is what? Yeah, because you're in a position to pave the path. Instead of talking about it, you're being asked to move through it, embody it. Your joy is the map others will follow home. What is the archetype here? What you got? Let me see. The ocean, Neptune. Yeah, because you're the navigation system for the collective, so you have to move. You're being placed in the gratitude for the CA Raya, gratitude for that love, honey. You're being guided to be the navigation system. Wherever you got Sagittarius placements, may the energy that I provide here on these lives on any platform be the inspiration. Just 44% on my battery, 2121. Yeah, wherever you got Sag in your chart, this is why you met me. This is why you've come across my energy. For you to be able to have a clearer sight of your own insight and inner knowing, to give you more inspiration when it comes to your clear cognizance. As we was just talking about love, connecting it to the depths of the ocean. Let me see, what else? The storm is at the bottom of the deck still. That's crazy. Let me see. Agape, yes, something in regards to love. Stepping out of the box is here. The box, the ocean, and agape. Stepping outside the box. Trusting yourself so much so you follow your innate knowing and visions. This moon in Pisces here, you can feel the direction you're being guided to go. Your internal compass, Sagittarius, is on fire right now. Let me see what's after this. Let me clarify the Death card, transformation, Six of Swords. Your next move is going to be massive here for you. With this transformation, the move you make is going to be the greatest part of your transformation. What is it? Three of Cups and then the Seven of Swords. Wow, this could have to do with Jupiter going retrograde, where you are tying up loose ends on a project that you may have left on the side to fulfill things that you had to do in order to support this vision. Reuniting with the reason of the lesson, the reward of the lesson. The King of Wands. Fine shit. There's a high level of attraction here, that's for sure. Whether this is a person or an idea, you're calling it to you, and you're calling it to you, and it's calling you to it. Temperance at the bottom of the deck, literally. Why it feels like you're being watched. Three of Wands. Yeah, something's coming towards you here, Sagittarius. What is it? What the fuck? Temperance and a devil card? Wow. Sagittarius, what's coming towards you matches the highest version of yourself that is forever evolving. Therefore, there won't be a level of intimidation through your evolution and the way you express yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally. Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is about something coming towards you or you going towards something. The hit it. What? I feel I'm being nosy right now. You may have been feeling, don't want to use the word anxiety, but it carries that level of energy, but it's not anxiety. It's something that's coming towards you. Okay. It's a reunion of souls. Reunion of souls here. It's endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It's something that when you tap into your unconsciousness and your sensitivity, your inner emotions, and the way you respond to it, there's an even exchange of dialogue, basically, where you understand yourself, they understand themselves, and there's an overstanding. This is part of your purpose and legacy, too. Let me see. Definitely part of your purpose. The Queen of Wands comes out. See, Queen of Wands, King of Wands are here. What's coming towards you and what you're also going towards, you both have mastered a certain level of alchemy that no level of temptation can come in between um, the longevity, prosperity, and the purpose of this type of alignment. You've been longing for this. Four of Cups. Yep, it's a higher level of commitment. Four of Cups in the Hierophant. You've been longing for this. And then you got 1111, the Four of Wands. Some of you Sagittarius, within the next 6 months, you could be getting married, proposed to, or meeting someone that you would be um, experiencing your mission in this lifetime with. Yet the Knight of Pentacles been a long time coming. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles in the Chariot, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Something is certainly coming towards you. That has a divine balance of logic and intuition, masculine and feminine. It took the longest, Knight of Pentacles, but it's going to get there, and it has arrived. It has arrived. Shit, Sag. Okay. It's something, yeah, it's some past life shit for sure. The Six of Cups popped on out of there. It's as if you and this person always meet in a certain position of the timeline every single lifetime. But something about this one is different. The real Joe, welcome, my love. What's different about this time? What's different about this time is what? The Judgment and the Five of Wands. Who was that? That had that same type of, was that Scorpio we was just talking to? Or Libra. Libra. 205, 7. That's Libra. Seventh house, partnerships. Okay. What's different this time is making that final judgment decision to apply what you know, especially when it comes to the type of people you've been dating. Leo, fifth house, that has to do with people you've been dating. Sixth house, refining it. So once it gets to the seventh house of commitment, What was done differently about the Five of Wands this time? Let me see. The Ten of Wands. Shit, you looked at the enemy right in its eyes. Ten of Wands. Saturn and Sag, Saturn and Leo. And then the Tower at the bottom of the deck, you took this shit like as a champ that you are, Sag. For real, for real. 2015 could be of significance. 2015, 2016, or within this past year is what made a major difference in this reunion or union with this type of energy or energies, partnerships or partner. You chose to, okay, so you chose to follow your perception of reality because 929, and you work with Archangel Michael through this. You chose to trust your inner knowing when it comes to the way you were handling challenges as far as it comes to dogmatic beliefs, your inner knowing, your clear cognizance, things of that nature. You didn't listen to what other people had to say based off their experiences that were more so in connection to fear-based thoughts or resolutions. You chose to move through shit the way you knew best for you because you've done this many a times already. Many of times. Which is why you are in a position to be in a state of joy, and your joy is the map others will follow home. You're the one that's bringing everyone else home, baby. Mm-hmm. Yep, Nine of Wands. You went from the wounded warrior to the healed warrior. That's what was done differently this time. Oh shit. Capricorn, the builder of grace. Capricorn, your record, the Akashic records for you, is showing that ancient pillars are cracking open to reveal gardens within. You're remembering that structure is sacred when it breathes. The Sun card popped out here for you. Capricorn, right now you are being invited to integrate soul into system. Unconscious, subconscious, superconscious, justice. I just heard ring around the rosy. Specifically, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. You are being invited, Capricorn, to integrate soul into system. Actually, ocean is Cancer, the moon, Neptune is the sea. So, the soul of the ocean. This is interesting. Oh, this is fucking interesting here. With the Justice card coming out, that's why I'm picking up on the energy of Cancer here for you. It's time to bring in the way you feel into the system. Embody your feelings, Capricorn, to lead with compassion and redesign authority as care. Redefining authority as care. Because the current that is happening between Saturn and Neptune that is in Pisces is singing through your bones right now. This is your moment to build a bridge between spirit and matter. Release any form of rigidity and let your empire grow roots of empathy. It's interesting because now we're speaking of this could even be something as simple as a restructuring as to the way people view Saturn. When people just enter astrology, they have a fear of it rather than seeing the beautiful purpose of it. It gets you to the root of things. It shows you what you came here to master. So that way you do feel, secure, rooted, and grounded within yourself. So that way you're able to create from that level of knowing and security and groundedness so you can express yourself fully without fear, shame, or guilt. Welcome, Kay. All is well, beloved. Let's see. The High Priestess. Shit. 112. I see you looking at me. I can tell by your eyes that you've been me. Okay, so I can see all down. Wait a minute. That's your higher self. Not your highest self on some 112. Hold on. It's helping you to build the bridge between spirit and matter for real. With this 11 and 2. That could make you uncomfortable just a bit. That 2 energy, that water energy, high levels of emotion, and integrating that into your bones, into your system. Instead of it being cold waters, it's warm waters. Because Cancer season is during the summer. And you're winter. You're the heart of winter. What y'all got going on here? With the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the spread. Let me see. The 7 of Cups, Venus and Scorpio. Well, I guess that's not that I guess. That's your reminder. If it's a warning for you, it's a warning for you. But emotions are going to get high in just a few lucid moments. When this here Venus goes into Scorpio, okay? Tomorrow. So basically, the way this appears is that you will be in a period to share intensely and more intimately with partners. There's a deepening of your intimacy. If you're in the partnership that you desire to be in, this is going to be amazing for you. If shit is just, you know what I'm saying, a bit unhinged and it's not going a direction that one chooses to experience fully, yeah, this could make one more suspicious in relationships with others and finding out some secrets or confront some type of situation that is of disrespect to the partnership in a sense. Any relationship formed now while Venus is in Scorpio, it will be based on soul, strong sexual attraction and passion. But be mindful as it can also indicate higher chances of manipulation, control issues, and possessiveness. Your bones are going to tell you if this is a deepening of intimacy, you won't feel any type of joint pain. If you are feeling some type of joint pain, because Capricorn rules the bones, that's your cue about an energy that you're surrounded by. It's time to exit the situation. This could be an exacerbation of some type of toothache as well, as that also rules the teeth, Capricorn, or the way you digest the situation. There could be a revelation as to why something was held back from you. But I'm loving that the Page of Cups came out. So this is great news. So it's more towards the side of the sharing of intense and more intimate conversations with the partner that one may have been holding back on just a bit, not completely. or this could be a conversation that's coming towards you. So there could be a partnership that you're in where your partner is going to be much more open with you. Ooh, you was about to pop out. So it is your partner that's coming towards you. The devil card, which is you, is about to come out, and you stayed in the deck. So let me see. What's this? Two of Wands, Mars and Aries. I'm hearing you ain't see shit yet. You thought you were. Yeah, the Hangman. 212. Oh shit. 212. Know what that is. Y'all building empires out here, I see. Okay. Got the world in your hands. Four of Wands. Wow. Marriage proposal celebration. I love this. So this could even be someone starting their business, and the level of success that you're going to have is because of the people that you'll be involved with. Your information carries great power, which is going to, it carries great power, which is also going to attract that vibrational match. Ain't power coming back out too? The star, look at that shit at the bottom of the deck. $417, Emperor and the star. Yo. Capricorn, if there's something you do here spiritually, the dynamic of people you're connecting with, or whatever business it is that you have, the type of people you're connecting with, this is basically um, the energy of an overnight success where you connect to basically like a someone who is a celebrity, not like someone who is a celebrity in a sense, or someone who is well known and seeing what you're doing. If we're going to get more in depth about this and more detailed about this, they saw you before you saw them. And they saw you before they even knew you existed because this was a dream that they had, which is the reason why they recognized you. It's an experience of deja vu. You were intended to meet this person at any point in your life. You were going to meet them this lifetime. Because you're what you came here to do has to go that far, has to reach, the masses on that level. Six of Swords. This could have to do with a move here, or once you move. This specific person that's well known could be a mother that has a son or a daughter between 7 and 12 when you meet them. 7 and 12. This occurs once you heal mother wounds. Once you heal the mother wounds, this is when it comes through. Sacral chakra. You moved 2 days ago. Congratulations. Congratulations, honey. Yes. What's this? 5 of Swords. Yeah. And the star, literally. You may attempt to have some form of communication with a maternal figure or significant feminine energy that played a significant role in your life, just to clear the air. 517, that's Taurus, 7 of Pentacles. Being wise as to the time that was invested in you and you with others, just to clear the slate. Yeah, complete the cycle here. And the Hermit. You're most welcome, hun. The Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So you can be secure in your solitude. Yeah, the Hermit with the Queen of Cups behind that. And the Magician. 19. basically letting go of the rope because holding on has just been cutting at your hand, cutting at your hand, mm, cutting at the cards you've been dealt, not allowing you to play your hand correctly. That's you, Cat. Let your empire grow roots of empathy. You're here to build a bridge between spirit and matter. Aquarius, the innovator of humanity. Electric light is storming through your records here, Aquarius. Frequencies of invention and reform are playing a massive role. At the center stands a single steed. I was about to say steed, a horse being ridden or available for riding. A spirited horse. Somebody has a Mustang. Aquarius. I said steed, but what's significant in regards to this message, someone has a Mustang or loves motorcycles. Innovation for you, Aquarius, right now is going to require grounding because with Pluto in your sign, it's demanding that what you go towards as a form of freedom to make sure that it serves your soul and not the ego. So this is the moment of rebuilding systems for a more humane future, beginning with your nervous system. You must first feel this revolution to be peaceful within you. That's the role specifically for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. And North Node. You have the Hermit. Isolate, retreat, and recharge to recalibrate yourself here. Your nervous system, clear as day. Your nervous system, because you can handle the level of electricity that flows through your body, especially having awareness of what it means to be an Aquarius. Hey, did something turn over here? Let's see. So with that being said, Aquarius, you're going through a high level of refinement so that way this new type of electric light storm, um, so that way you can embody it as you will, because that's just the way you're built. Your sign is ruled by Saturn as an ancient ruler, and modern ruler is Uranus, the electrical impulses that flows through your nerves. So what allows the nerves to function, you are that electrical current flowing through it, Aquarius. So embody that essence when you are around people and how important your role is. It basically assists in signaling a knowing amongst those that you are around. Okay. Oh, you got a few that came out of here. Let me see. You got Two of Swords, Moon in Libra, the Devil card, Justice, and the Ten of Cups. In order for you to feel peaceful within, Aquarius, I almost called you Libra. In order for you to feel peaceful within, Aquarius, you're going to have to allow These emotions you have connected to memories of a significant partnership that may be with a Capricorn or a father. Oh, they may be a Libra because the Justice card is here. But doesn't matter the father's sign. In order for this divine justice, which is the piece within you, the missing piece or the fragmented part of yourself to realign with the whole, you would have to integrate the lessons you've learned when it came to following a belief system. So you may have been someone that went from religion to spiritual. Integrate all the lessons you've, man, gratitude for that night star. That bing sound. That had me jump a little bit there because I was so deep into this radio. Let me see. 11:10. That's a code. 111. 9:49. Yeah, it's a closing out of a cycle here. When it comes to the relationships that you've been in romantically, it reflected the lesson that wasn't learned at home, at least not fully. You've mastered or will be mastering this lesson through the partnerships you have romantically or have. If you're with someone, it's because you have an understanding of as to why this person is there for you or in your life. They could be a Virgo, so they could be someone who helps you to analyze the situation. This is someone you can grow with. If the person that you're with is not doing that, then obviously this justice card coming after the devil is that cycle is being closed, so you can actually go towards your Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment and love. Because there's no reason for you to tie yourself up to a situation or a partnership that's just constantly bringing forth mental conflict. It's really no need. It's not necessary at all. 215 here with the Two of Swords and the Devil card, that's Seven of Swords. So you got to stop, being deceptive towards yourself. This could be you releasing the belief that you have of what you've seen in regards to relationship dynamics based on past generations where women would stay for whatever reason or would stay just to keep a family unit together. Nah, you're not here to do that. Absolutely not. That's what you're looking for. You are not here just to stay in a situation or a partnership just to keep a family unit together. Yeah, see, I knew a card turned over. It was the Wheel of Fortune. It just popped up now. Now, it just popped up now. That's significant. Let me see what 2152 is talking about in the lexicon. Burning heat, raging heat. Wow. Psalm 11, he will rain, Psalm 11:6. He will rain burning coals and sulfur on the wicked. And okay, so your energy is moving as a sulfur. So you have an ability to awaken other people's demons. Protecting people from their own demons in a sense. Huh. Protecting people from their own demons. Sun, Moon, and Aquarius. That would be a breeze for you if you're someone with the North Node in Scorpio or Pisces. 8th house or 12th house. If not, pull back from doing that. Okay. Let's see. Aquarius. It's coming through as where some of you Aquariuses are recognizing your role either as a healer or a warrior or both. The castle, burning down the castle, and then the shaman at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, 8th house. So with the shaman showing up as the hidden meaning here, as the archetype, the freedom that serves your soul is going through these situations that make you feel as though you have been unalived. Ooh, my heart started jumping a bit there. Got quite interesting in that heart chakra. 2155, closing out a cycle. You've been putting in some work, Aquarius. The revolution. Now it's time for you to find the peace within you of going through that by simply saying, I chose this as my mission. I chose this as my purpose. That's really all it takes, y'all, for real. When it comes to what you are experiencing in life and you want to hear, what the fuck? Even if you get to a point where you switch from why me to why not me, or not even so much why not me, because that can be taken into a different context as well. Answering the question, I see why me. Being at peace with that. Seeing why it's been you to have chosen this path because you have the attributes, the skills to do so. You carry the codes, the light codes, the frequency to do so. Yeah, you do. Aquarius says, I know for a reason. That's your mantra for a reason. You are otherworldly, futuristic. Shout out to the peace dealer, because it's true shit that he be saying. Aquarius literally hijacked the planet. Especially if you are an Aquarius sun, you can feel things that are going on cosmically, galactically in your body. You may not speak on it, but you sure the fuck know what's happening. You literally the plot twist walking, Aquarius. Pisces. Yo, that cracked me up. Aquarius and Pisces, y'all crack me up. Y'all really do. Y'all be moving about this planet as if y'all some normal human beings. Y'all not even human for real. You're really not. You are not human. You ain't gonna fool me. I know fucking Sag. He's not about to fool me. I know what you here for. Shit. We on the same type of mission, different elements. Stop playing. Pisces. Your dream is becoming flesh. Shout out to those of you that are North Node and Pisces. Okay, because y'all may be having similar experiences with the dream state that when you dream of something, you rise up from it. It shit is continuing in this realm. Where you're able to put puzzle pieces together. It's just the story continuing and whatnot. Pisces, the dream becomes flesh. The Akashic Records floods with iridescent water, dissolving all separation. You see that there? Because this is why Pisces, who is a sun, moon, rising Pisces? Because, listen, shit, she's getting real out here. far as the congruency of the dream state and when you wake up is as if, shit, did we actually go to sleep? Nope. Welcome to the realm of a Sagittarius, where our actual reality is in the dream state. Okay? So, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Aquarius, 8th house. Man, listen. You a Leo, not Leo, Cancer rising. Is that what that is? A Virgo rising. No, wait. Yeah, Leo. Oh, so you're a late Leo degree? Leo, you are anchoring collective empathy into tangible leadership. So the message for you, Pisces, is your compassion is not a wave to drown in. It is an ocean to direct. Your compassion is an ocean to direct. Basically, direct your feelings, although you do represent the sea more so. Cancer is more so of the ocean type of vibes. Scorpio, rivers, lakes, swamps, in a sense. Dissolving all separations. And it's wild because though even the way I'm shuffling for you, it's moving that way as well, Pisces. You are anchoring collective empathy into tangible leadership. Saturn and Neptune in Pisces is sculpting your vision into service. The dream must now take form. See, this is why I was saying this Pisces energy is you having dreams when you waking up. You do whatever you do upon rising, and you go on social media. It's as if your social media is playing out the next part of the dream by somebody saying something that was said in the dream. It's quite trippy. It's great though. So the dream is taking form. This is your moment, Pisces, next 6 months to channel through sound, art, or teaching. Your frequency heals without words, Pisces. So remember, embodiment is prayer for you or affirmation. The card that came out for you is the Nine of Coins, Venus, and Virgo. So when it comes to the way you heal, it's without words. It's basically you having see most of this, that's the energy for the collective in general. The nervous system, Virgo showed up in so many ways through each of the signs. So in having your nervous system recalibrated and at ease, this is when you become a stronger force when it comes to the frequency that you embody that heals, as it will be dissolving all separation. So basically, you would be dissolving the reality of the 3D, bringing the collective into the 5D, where manifestations are quick as ever. You have as long as you imagine it, it happens instantly. But there has to be the dissolving of separation that creates a longer period of time for something to show up in one's reality. You have the Death card with the Emperor. Shit. Even what I was saying to y'all before is super significant. It's not taking no more than 2 hours before you have a vision or an insight about something and it happens. "944 is your code. 913 and 4, 944. Yeah, you're collapsing, closing out cycles of separation just by you being present. It happens with you first, obviously. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Destiny and fated events are happening quickly around you. I mean, quickly. The most it'll take, especially if you're tuned in and locked in, is 2 hours before you desire something and it shows up. The 10 of coins, look at that. I'm telling you. 9 of coins and then 10 of coins, you go from a high level of independence to a beautiful energy surrounding you of wealth, relationships, health, because you went through a massive transformation that stepped you into your inner authority. "104 could be significant too. And then the 7 of cups at the bottom of the deck. Venus and Scorpio, where it gives the space for intimacy and deep, intense conversations, or if things are not balanced, this is when secrets can pop up. But however which way this goes, it's actually going to be in your best benefit here. Pisces, this is your season of being the legend. You are the legend, but you are becoming that, especially with your theme having to do with the dream becoming flesh, where you are truly embodying and walking in the flesh of the 5D. Basically, the walking truth. You're directing the way everything flows in and out of your life right now, Pisces. Sun, moon, or rising. Seriously. That's why I said, Pisces and Aquarius, y'all not human. Y'all not gonna fool me. You not about to fool me. Okay? You a whole cosmic galactic being. You got Aquarius out here talking about they are walking higher voltage of electricity that no matter who is around you, they have no choice but to know what the truth is. You don't even gotta say anything. Then you Pisces, you walking around here with the water in motion and shit. That you literally invoke a dream within someone's reality. Like when they go to bed after they walk past you and shit, you may don't have to even know this person, but because they were around you, you invoked a dream that actually shifted them into the proper direction of their life. Especially with your message having to do with the embodiment of a prayer or the embodiment of an affirmation, rather. Welcome, Jerry. Welcome, my love. The way they say word is bond, you are that magic wand that makes someone's reality shift. You just being present, Pisces. There's something strong here about you time traveling as well. Gratitude for the hearts and the donuts. Tell me more about Pipe. Nine of Cups showing up again. 9-9. Gratitude for the night star, the love and the gifts. Jerry always coming through with that love. Listen, you in a state of divine justice. Here, Pisces. Let me see what archetype this is. Now I'm about to be nosy. What y'all doing? Let me see. The Bardo. What y'all got going on? How y'all go from the mask? I'm telling you. The father, the mask, Saturn. Saturn is the father energy, in a sense. Timekeeper. You're the vortex of karma. You can reward people for the lesson or unleash another lesson. It's Audemars Piguet. Okay. Someone loves watches, fancy watches. What? See, that's time. Because I'm watching this thing, and it just showed Audemars Piguet, which is a dope watch, by the way. An AP. You're being advancedly placed, Pisces. What is going on right now? I mean, Pisces is a sign once again of the legend, though. Let me take my time with this one. It's the last sign anyway. It's the last sign. Everything I'm saying right now, there's a resonance to it. I'm not saying anything by chance and nothing is by coincidence. Fountain shows at Atlantis, the royal. Okay, see, you've reconnected to your Atlantean divine intelligence and you're embodying it this time. You may have a resonance to Maldek, a remembrance of Maldek, which was the planet that was in between Mars and Jupiter. You just came in here, Pisces. Wow, that is a beautiful. The pyramids, that is, Jerry, that was perfection. Just 2211. Gratitude, Jerry. Oh, I love that leopard. Gratitude, my love. What's going on with Pisces? Hold on. There's something going on here. You don't have to be a Pisces for this part. I'm going to tell you that. Just listen, okay? That was beautiful, right? Is. Wait. Okay. Okay, let me see something. You're the one who activates what humanity has been waiting to remember. See, you and Pisces, you and Pisces. I'm doing Pisces right now. You and the energy of Pisces. Aquarius is significant too, because that's collective. Aquarius represents the collective humanitarian efforts, but also the electrical impulses that flows within the nerves. And there are fishes on the screen right now. Let me look at this screen because there's something here. Let me see. VIP, VIP, concierge. That reminds me of all the Queen's Men and the concierge and the type of power that he has. Something about the connections you're having. What's these two cards? Let me see. The river and the flame. Oh, wow. Yeah, people of power. Speaking of the river, lakes and swamps. Scorpio. See, this is why Aquarius is significant. That's where Pluto is. Work with the energies that reside in your 11th house, Pisces. That's going to be very significant. And for Aquarius, work with the energies that's in your 12th house, Pisces. Because here's the thing, and I'm not over exaggerating. And then plums, pears are showing up. Some of you don't recognize what you just unlocked. You unlocked a portal for you to experience, when I mean luxury lifestyle, billionaire lifestyle, you've unlocked that. You've unlocked that. You at least have all of the skill sets to unlock it. You may not realize when you unlock it though. Something as simple as you have an idea and you take action on it immediately. An inspired idea followed by inspired action. Because because are amazing cards to have. Especially with the Emperor coming up after the Death card. That's crazy right there. Not crazy, that's beautiful. And in the Ten of Coins, this is generational wealth unlocked. I'm not fucking with y'all right now. Pisces? The dream becoming flesh? Yep. Yeah. Just stay true to yourself. Yeah, you're divinely protected at this time, Mars and Leo. So don't allow, well, if there's anything that triggers a sense of absence of healing when it comes to your inner child, make sure you get to and through that immediately. Immediately. What's this? Yeah, Seven of Cups, 7-7. Jackpot type of vibes. I'm telling you, you're just missing one more seven. The Ace of Swords at the top of the deck. Your higher self is on some. Yeah, that's the truth. They just got to get out of mental conflict or whatever this heartbreak it is you sitting in. I mean, the heart don't break for real, for real. And then the King of Wands, Leo. Make sure there's an attraction mentally and spiritually before you just settle for the physical. hmm The reason why there isn't more information coming out here right now, the Five of Cups just showed up. It could be some level of sadness that one is still lingering on. Atlantis, the Royale, Dubai. That's what I was looking at. The Royale in Dubai. You know how they have those tours on YouTube where you get to check out the location, Eight of Wands. Something about that. You could look into that as well. Wherever it is that you desire to visit or the lifestyle you desire, watch more of that. instead of the things you don't desire. Shift your focus. It's time for you to rise up. Hibiscus water. Hibiscus. It'll help bring down the pressure, inflammation. The chariot. Precise movement forward. Move forward is the key. Moving forward. What's this Knight of Pentacles? What's the stalling about? Balance. You got the Justice at the bottom of the deck. Wanting to close out a cycle about something you've been having sleepless nights about. You've been enlightened about this already. You don't want this shit in your life. You don't desire it to be in your life. It's not going to go to a higher level of commitment that you truly embody. Especially, you would be the type of person that you can just rise up and say, oh, I want to go to Dubai today, or I want to go to the Bahamas, and da 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 da. But you got whatever this energy is, that's lack mindset, that you, when you are thinking that massively and that grand, you got to be real mindful as to who it is that you got around you, because money is currency and people carry a currency themselves. If they have a broke mentality or broke currency, you're gonna be broke too. Tell me who you with and I'll tell you who you are. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 33 is right up in y'all book too. Yeah, we already at the end of it here. We've already went through Leo and Aquarius. Let's see. But listen out for this message here. 30. They just pressed the elevator on number 30. Galleria Nobu, 30th floor. The number 8 is on the wall. Infinite abundance, eternal abundance, 3066. 3666. Interesting, because Mercury goes direct on the 9th or the 29th. The 30th is my solar return. Shout out to, yeah. It's about to be 2222 on the time. Sunlight Tower. So, 3666. 55. Hold on, I'm looking. It's a stylish table. Expensive cushions. I'm telling you, this, what, y'all? Tea table is impeccable. Hold on. Let's see. Gratitude for the Katrina. 4 of Swords. Healing. Rest. Get some rest. You about to be booked and productive. That's one of the broke words I want to get away from y'all vocabulary. You're busy. If you got a busy dial tone from a phone, you're not getting through. Productive is different. You are productive, not busy. Okay? You go into these summits and these conventions that cost minimum 2 G's, 10 G's. The language is much different. Much different. You're not going to hear the word being busy in those type of rooms. I'll tell you that from experience. Let's see. 3 of Wands and the Justice card here. Okay. What's the justice? You're being guided here to get some rest because something is on its way that brings balance, but it requires rest for the balance to come in. Reciprocity, Six of Coins, Moon in Taurus, emotional security due to material stability. King of Wands shows up again. Spirit of leadership has to be intact here. Spirit of leadership has to be intact. High Priestess, trusting your discernment in order to follow your intuition of what's being revealed, which is Six of Swords. What direction to take moving forward? Tell me. Show me this. You're going to have to move out of something that is murky into something that is stable. King of Pentacles. Okay. Whatever is not keeping that nervous system at an even keel, equilibrium, balance, it's time to move away from that. Yep. This could be a Four of Wands. This could be a marriage. A contract that you have when it comes to somewhere you live. It's time to close out that cycle. The Four of Wands in reverse. Why is this Four of Wands in reverse? You got the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Somebody is in and out of the situation, and their focus is not the partnership. Something is off. It's time to close out that cycle. I don't even want to get into that. Some of y'all investing energy in something that you gotta stop. You heard the same message before. Something about hearing the message before already. Doesn't have to be repeated. Someone enjoys salted pretzels. What is that? Quinoa chips, salted pretzels, and quinoa chips. Be mindful of emotional eating. That's a sign of something that you got to step away from. Eat for your health, not because you're stressed or bothered. Let's see. Knight of Cups. Don't force a relationship or don't feel rushed to say yes to a partnership or an invitation that you're actually being protected from. With the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Cups, you move when your ancestors ask you to move and what you're connected to. Bribery is unacceptable. Show me. Ten of Cups and a leap of faith, the Fool. Two of Wands, the Devil. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, 8, 8, 8, back to back, and the Emperor. Emperor shows up again. Some of you are going to be forced to make a decision about this contract here when it comes to work that you're wrapped up in. So with that being said, make the adjustments before the universe makes the adjustments for you. The universe making the adjustments for you when you're not prepared because you've been procrastinating and doubting your skill set is getting fired. Just being real. Especially for those of you who are at the point of embarking on, your journey of being an entrepreneur, starting your business, because it's something about you automating your business at this point. So you don't feel as though that it's taking too much time away from you. Automate your services. Yeah, that's what we got, y'all. Much love to you all. We are wrapping this up here. Have a blissful evening. Gratitude to all of you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that bell so you know when I go live so you don't miss your signs. Okay. I may be able to repost this on YouTube. We'll see how that goes. All right. It'll be titled Full Moon in Taurus. And other than that, I'll see you all on the next live. Ciao.